G'day fellow engineers, welcome back to our Space Engineers Survival. Excuse me. So at the end of last episode I gave you a quick tour of Europa habitat, which we completed last episode eventually. Yeah, I kind of like the way it turned out, I have to say. And lots of people pointed out that these blocks here I had not put slopes on. I'd left them as the half blocks, so I rectified that. I don't know how I didn't notice that when I was building it, but when I was editing the video it just stood out like a sore thumb, honestly. I have no idea how I missed it. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if you've seen these decor blocks. This is from the DLC pack, and you know, you got these cupboards. These cupboards. You can get into there. These little planters look quite nice. Oh, why would I coloured these ones blue? Okay. Sort of wanting to separate the room a little bit, so put these little half walls around. These are the armory blocks. Yeah. Unfortunately, you know, you think you can put weapons and tools in there, but that's just ammo. That's just ammo. So I'll stick the weapons in that one. Shame you can't actually put your weapons on the rack. That would be quite nice. There is a mod that does that. There's a little weapon rack block. It's not very big. It's only about half the size of this. And you can do that, which is quite nice. I can't remember who did that. Yeah, but I usually have that on my mods list, I've got to say. So today, what are we going to do today? Well, let's get the helmet on. Oh yeah, and eventually I definitely had to end up with a O2 generator on this base. Sorry, on this habitat, because the sunlight here just isn't strong enough to generate enough O2 through these oxygen farms. But I thought I'd put them on there anyway, because I mean they're expensive to build, but I think they do look quite nice. Did a bit of decor with a factory. It's a couple of hydrogen thrusters and damaged them to try and give that effect of you know, like, and I put them over the refineries to give that effect of a factory. Well, it looks alright. You can't grind them down to get like this. You've got to actually damage them. So you have to shoot them to damage them to get them like that. Yeah, down to there. So yeah, a bit of a waste of components to get it like that, but nevertheless I think it's quite a good effect. But apart from that, I haven't done anything. No, I haven't. No more changes. What I have been doing is queuing up a load of things to build in there, because there's something I want to build today. I need a detector ship, an ore detector ship for the asteroids. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware, if you're a veteran to the game, then you'll know what the asteroids used to be like. If you're new to the game, I'll quickly explain, but the asteroids were pretty generous with their resources, shall we say. So each asteroid, almost always you would find a huge iron deposit in the asteroid, and normally 2 deposits of other resources as well, and quite often an ice deposit too. But that's been completely and utterly nerfed now with the new survival changes, and you only find at most 1 deposit of any kind in an asteroid, and some asteroids I'm led to believe you won't find any. Now with that I need a decent detector. Now I could just build a small ship and put a small ship detector on it, but that gives the same detector range as this crappy little drill, which is 50 meters, which is no good whatsoever, because the asteroids, you know, can be 200 to 400 meters in diameter. 50 meters, if it's, you know, a little way into the asteroid, you're just not going to find it. So I need a decent detector ship, but I don't really have the resources to build a big ship. So I was having to think about it. One of the things you can do is, as you're aware, I've done a couple of times so far, is you can put a large rotor take off the head, put a small rotor head on it, then you can build small blocks onto it. Well, you can't do it the other way around. You can't put a small rotor and put a big rotor head on it and put a big block on it, so I can't build a small ship and add a large detector to it. So what I thought I would do is try it the other way around. So I think just here will do. Let's get the right colour first. So if I build that up by 2, that should be enough space. So I'll just grab some basic resources. What have I got? Let's have a look. I got the antenna there because I added an antenna to the base as well. That's the other thing I did. So what do I need? An ore detector. Now I'm going to need a large rotor. And then I'm going to need some small ship stuff. And I'm going to use the ordinary cockpit for this. I'm going to power it with batteries, but I will have a solar panel on it as well. It'll have hydrogen thrusters, hydrogen tank, and I need an O2 generator. I'll tell you what, let's get that out of my hot bags. I don't need that in there at the moment. What's looking for? O2 generator. Where have you gone? Oh, I'm going to need a landing. Oh no, I don't need a landing gear for this build. There it is, O2 generator. Hydrogen tanks. So I was thinking about how to do this, and I'm going to try and build it back to front. And not that I'm going to build the ship facing the wrong way. I'm going to try and build it starting with the detector as a large ship detector, like that. And I'm going to try and build the ship onto it, because I think it should work the opposite way. So if I put a rotor there and then take off the rotor head, go to a terminal, so it should be a rotor that isn't completely built. That's the one. So I can, first of all, let's lock it so it doesn't move when we build. In fact, I'm just going to turn it off and lock it. So add small rotor head. So we've got a small rotor on there, the head on there now. Now what I'm going to try and do is pop the cockpit onto it, and it should go on, he says, hopefully. Do I need to, let me put a block on first so I've got something to work with. So let's pop that block there. Now the cockpit should connect because it's got at the front that connector port there, so it should connect to a small block easily enough. I can just line it up properly. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Let me stick another couple of blocks on that to make it a bit easier to get to. Now I want to be able to see over the top of this detector if this works. It'll sit on top, but it won't sit on the front there for some reason. Why is that? Okay, so where do I want this cockpit? I probably want it about that height, don't I? So in that case, what I'll do is add some small blocks there and sit the cockpit on the top of that. I think about there. Yeah. So now what we should be able to do, let me just get those things out of my hotbar and get some stuff in that I need. What we should be able to do now is build the ship onto that, and then and it'll be built as a base because it's connected to the base. But when we get rid of that block, as long as the engines, the thrusters are all working at that particular time, it should automatically convert to a ship, and hopefully the detector will work. I have never tried a detector on the front of a rotor attached to a small ship before. I can't see a reason why it wouldn't work, but nevertheless, hopefully it will. Now I'm going to try and put 2 O2 tanks on this one, O2 generators I should say, because this is going to be designed for fairly long haul exploration trips. So the fact that the ice is few and far between now, I need to make sure we've got enough ice and we can generate enough hydrogen. So I'm going to try and take a large cargo container with me so I can take plenty of ice with me. So what are the ports like on this one? I'm too close to it. Press control. Is it control or is it alt? No. Shift. I'm sure it used to be control and your mouse wheel and you could move the thing away from you. Yeah, maybe you can't. I could have swore you could move the items away from you if you press control and then the scroll wheel. Not shift, it's not alt. Okay, alright, never mind. Anyway, I just want to see what weather. So we got. So it's got 3 small along the side like that, and it's got 3 large around like that. Because what I want to do is connect 2 hydrogen fuel tanks as well. Now, I should be able to do that actually by, because they'll need to, the ends of those will need to connect to the large ports, but I need a large port connecting to that hydrogen tank as well. So, do I want to have no interior plate on me? Oh, really? Interior plate. Let's grab some of that. I don't need that on me. Take some of those. That should be the right stuff to build this. Okay, right. Must be the wrong way around now, won't it? Oh. I don't want to be so close to it. This is really annoying me. Should be able to move it away from me. Right. That is how it needs to be. Boom. Now I've probably connected it wrong. It's connected. Oh. Are we doing this again, are we, today? Are we doing this again? Right. Boom. Please tell me that's got it. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the O2 generator connected to this. We've got large ports on each side. So what I want to do now is connect 2 hydrogen tanks.
Energy low.
Oh, shut up. On that side. And on that side. Alright, let's get that and that out my hotbar and go and top up our energy and our hydrogen. I'm going to switch on the other generator as well, actually, because I'm about to put some batteries on this, and because it's connected directly to the base, it will start charging those batteries. There we go. Hope this is all making sense. Okay, so what I want to do now... Oh, I did want to connect another O2 generator, which I can actually. Let's get some small conveyor blocks. Now, there's a small conveyor port there, so if I do that, I can connect another O2 generator to the back of this. Okay, so we've got two O2 generators, two hydrogen tanks, and a large cargo container to carry some spare ice. Yeah, I think. Don't need that. Don't need that anymore. Okay, so it's a case of placing batteries and a connector. Where are we going to put a connector? Oh, ideally it would have been on the bottom of that. Oh, do you know what? I should be able to connect. That should connect now to that, so I should be able to... It's all going to fall apart now, isn't it? This falls apart now, I'm going to be so annoyed. No, it didn't. Okay, so I can connect a conveyor block directly to the bottom of this type of cockpit. Okay, good. So at least we can dock it back with the base when we're done. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I could actually put it on the back of this, couldn't I? That's probably a better place for it, isn't it? Oh no, do you know what? I'm going to leave it where it is. I kind of like it there. Yeah. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. Because if we really got desperate, we could actually add another O2 generator onto the back of this one as well. So that's the bones of it, apart from batteries. Where am I going to put the batteries? I think I need places for the thrusters. I'm thinking batteries could go it shouldn't block the cockpit, should it? I put it there. Put it there. Either side of the cockpit like that. Now I'm going to go and weld these up, particularly the batteries, because I want them to start recharging. And then I'll place the thrusters like I did last time, and then I'll get back to you once that's done. So I'll see you in a little short while. Later. What an idiot. I just blew up one of the hydrogen tanks because I smashed into it too hard with the welding ship. Foolish boy. Oh dear. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? We'll weld it up on that one. Let's try not to destroy anything else. Smash it to pieces. Right, so let's attach another hydrogen tank. What an idiot. Where is it? Oh, come on. Just give me the hydrogen tank. For goodness sake. Why can't I see it? There we go. It's only one of the biggest blocks in the game. Okay. Now before I just weld that bit up, I'm just going to quickly jump on a terminal somewhere. If I could just jump into there, couldn't I? And get these batteries. On to charge. Probably these two. Recharge. Cool. Okay. Yep, they're recharging. Right, let's weld this bit up. Yeah, so I thought I'd bring you back into that bit to show you the welding with the welding ship, but as it happens, I showed you me just be stupid and destroy part of my ship that I just built. Because I'm an idiot. Yeah, alright. Okay, well I'm going to get to it with the thrusters, and I'll get back to you when we're ready to cut this thing off, and hopefully it will convert to a ship and fly. So I'll see you in a little while. Later! Okay, welcome back. Okay, I think we got it so it's going to fly. Should have enough thrust underneath to hold this bad boy up. Best put the batteries onto discharge before I release this. Battery, discharge. Okay, I did put some ice in the system as well, so we should be okay. Moment of truth. Let's cut this away. So it should automatically convert to a ship. Cool beans. Woohoo! Now I put a little charging point over there for it, so I think what we'll do is we'll go and park this so the batteries can continue to recharge. Oh, gyros. I don't know how many times I forget gyros. Must be at least every other build that I do. I haven't put the antenna on yet either. Gyros, at least 2 I think. Seems like a good spot. Antenna. Get that on as well. Do you know what, we probably do some spotlights as well. It's all the basic stuff. Keep forgetting. Do you know what, I think they would go pretty well. There. And there. Now I don't know if I'm going to be able to weld all this up. Bulletproof glass. Alright. Okay, well the antenna can wait. So question is, does this thing detect? I hope so. But at the moment it's pretty cumbersome, pretty heavy. Let's land this thing. Do you know what? Those thrusters don't stop it very well either. It wouldn't it would not fly on Earth, that's for sure. Oh. Connector. Let's pop that into there. Switch lock. Thrusters. Let's quickly set these groups up. Thrust. With the caps lock off. I'm going to call it the Big Nose Detector. So thrust on the big nose. Where was that connector? Big Nose. I'm tempted to paint this nose red as well. Batteries. Big Nose. There, that should do. So let's connect that. Oh, in fact, let's disconnect it again briefly and set up these groups. So thrust on and off, batteries, recharge on off, discharge on off. Should be good. So let's get thrusters off. Let's connect the connector first, idiot boy. And recharge the batteries. Boom. Okay, so it's nearly ready to fly. I should turn that detector off as well, it's wasting valuable resources. So I'm going to weld these up, let these batteries fully recharge, let the hydrogen generators fill up. Yeah, they don't have much in them at all. And then once that's done, we'll take it out for a spin to the nearest asteroid and make sure this detector works. So I'll see you in just a moment. Later. Okay, welcome back. I had to set the ice drill off again. We're down to about 450,000 units of ice in there. So yeah, because I had to put a load in here. Still got 16,000. It's half full. The batteries are fully charged, so we're good. I think we're good enough to go on half a tank each of hydrogen. Right, I've put this on here because I want to take these spare parts with us. What I want to do is, if I do find some ice, I don't want to have to get out and drill it by hand. What I'll do is quickly attach this to the side, extend that piston, and I can drill into the ice and I can fill up my cargo box with ice as and when I need it. So I'm going to take this apart. Oh, I keep doing that. I'm going to end up doing that in space and not have the spare parts to build it again, aren't I? So all that can go in there. I think we're good to give this a crack. So let's jump in. Let's put the batteries on charge. Switch on the engines. Detach and go. Straight up. Let's take the dampeners off so we're not fighting against our own engines. There's an asteroid. Let's head to that one. So I do want to set the detector up on the hotbar and the antenna. On off. Detector. This there. Toggle on off. I think we're good with that. So what have we got? 69% hydrogen, power for 9 hours. Oh, I didn't put a solar panel on, did I? This is just a quick jaunt to test it anyway, so make sure it works. Go to full speed. And turn off the engines actually. One while we're coasting. No need to waste hydrogen, is there? No, there isn't. Oh no, there isn't. The Big Nose Detector. That's actually a pretty good. I'll go for a screenshot with that. Oh yeah. try not to crash in. Oh my goodness, there are tons of asteroids around here. We only need to test against one, just to make sure it actually works. It looks a bit odd, but yeah, definitely without a large ship detector, I think trying to find the precious resources on these asteroids would be pretty tricky indeed. Now, hydrogen is actually going up, which is good. Remember to put the solar panel on, that probably will be going up as well. Oh well. Ho hum. Mistakes were made. Oh dear. The things we do in space engineers. We just get there already. I feel like it doesn't fly straight. See, it's sort of going downwards. I'm not in the gravity of Mars, that's for sure. Isn't that weird? It's sliding to the side and down. Wow, this asteroid was further away than I expected. We'll get there eventually. Oh, here it comes. Yeah, so one resource per asteroid, if you're lucky. So my actual goal is to locate uranium. That uranium and platinum, they're the two key resources that I need to be able to move on now. Are we a long way from this still, or is it just tiny? I know we're a long way still, aren't we? Nearly there. Okay, let's pop dampeners on so we don't smash it to pieces on our first pass. How quickly do we slow down? Fairly good. Oh, that's not too bad. I think I put 7 hydrogen engines on the front for braking thrust. So let's see if this detector actually works. Thing is, if we find an asteroid that has no resource on it, we would never know, would we? So if we don't find anything on this one, I'll just have to try and test it on another one as well. Yeah, come on. It's so difficult to tell how close you are. I guess the lights should be a giveaway. Oh, I tell you what I want to do as well is put a camera on the front so we can have a look at the asteroids that we're approaching from a distance. Because I find that's always useful, because if there are some resources on the surface, we can actually see them. How close are we? Still a fair old way off, aren't we? So let's take a little scan around this asteroid. See if we can locate something. The detector's definitely on. I think we're still a long way from the asteroid, aren't we? We are, aren't we? Come on, give me something. You're having a laugh. You're having a giraffe. I see no reason why this detector shouldn't work, so... Oh, do you know what? The default range on it is 75, isn't it? Where is it? Oh, kidding me? So if the resources are deep inside the asteroid, we probably would have missed them at that point. I feel like we've already gone past this bit. One way to be certain that we're not detecting something is if we see a resource on the surface and we can't detect it. Which is one of the reasons I want the camera, so we can see the asteroids from a distance. I think we've got a Duff asteroid. Really eating through our hydrogen when we're doing this. Right, there's a resource there. Iron. Alright, so it has detected it. Is it really that far? Are we that far away from this asteroid, really? And nickel. Okay, so there are more than one resource on them then. Okay. Right. Well, it works. Need a couple of adjustments. I need a camera on the nose. We need a solar panel on this. I guess it could just sit across the front of the detector, couldn't it, the solar panel? Otherwise the hydrogen engines are going to be interfering with it. Yeah. And I need to top up the ice more, much more ice in it, so we can last a bit longer. How much ice we got left in here? Inventory. Ice. Oh, we've got a fair amount though. We've got 45, 50,000 almost. Eats through it though, doesn't it? But it works. We're detecting things. That's the key thing. But do you see what I mean? You know, we didn't detect that iron from that far out. If you had a small ship detector, you'd have to be like that with the ship all the way around the asteroid on the hope of finding something. You'd never find anything. But yeah, I was led to believe it'll only be one resource per asteroid, so that theory is being blown out the window. Maybe you do get an extra resource when it's an iron resource. We'll see. But in between episodes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a couple of adjustments to this ship. I'm going to add a camera to the front to make it easier there, add a solar panel, top up the ice properly, and then I am going to go around and hunt around the local asteroids to see what we can find. But I will just quickly do a GPS here. What should we call these? Should we call them Roid, Iron, Nickel? So yeah, okay, brilliant. Right, well, I'm going to call that an episode. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, the Big Nose Detector. Ideal. Right, I'm Monstad, and I'll see you in the next episode. Later.